name's Bailey Slater and I am the fence builder's wife, and today we are trying out the new fencing trailer that my husband built. Excited to use your new fencing trailer?
We'll see how it goes.
Lots of optimism this morning. I think that looking for these lights wouldn't be all that complicated, but it's a lot harder than it looks. Finished a first little chunk, and the initial thought is that it's working pretty good. It's a little slower than our original version or original way of doing this, but that has a little bit to do with the learning curves that are involved, and sorry, I'm just having to pay attention for whenever he tells me to go again, so can't like focus, but I'm trying. And I'm trying to keep you guys out of the wind so that you guys can hear me, but it's going a little faster. I think that it's only going to get faster as I kind of learn a little bit how to drive, because it is a new way of driving and I'm having to pay attention to a lot more things than I used to, because I used to just have to listen to Zane and he'd tell me when to stop, and I'm having to pay attention to a few more things. But initially, our original method relied on a PVC measuring stick that Zane had built. Zane was also having to lift each post off of the trailer and set it before pounding it into the ground using the pneumatic post pounder. With the new fencing trailer, there's a lot less lifting going on. We watched the game tape back, which is basically me recording it, and we're sitting at about 48.6 seconds a post, which is pretty good. Seeing as it's our first time doing this, I think we're only going to get faster as we keep going. Sorry, I have to pay attention, otherwise our time's going to go down, and that's not the whole point of this, right? I've leveled up the complexity here just a little bit because as close as we are to the fence, now the T-posts aren't what's triggering the light. It's the wood posts, because we're so close that the bar triggers the lights, is getting hit by the wood posts. With a little trial and error, we were able to get the bugs worked out. Zane shortened the trigger pole at the back of the trailer that triggers the lights to where it wasn't hitting the wood posts. Then I sharpened up my driving a little bit to where the chain was dragging just a little bit off the fence instead of directly on the wire. So that gave us a little more space. Once we had those systems in place, this went so much smoother and we got way faster, especially compared to our original way of doing this. We just sped up immensely. Now, there are some process improvements that need to take place, as well as some additions to this trailer to make it as efficient as possible. But the hardest part is this is the season that we're building the most fence, so therefore we can't be putting this trailer back in the shop trying to make these improvements. That will be a winter project. But we hope that you guys stick around, subscribe, and like this so that we can show you all of the process improvements that come along with building and upgrading this fencing trailer. Well, she's loaded for day 2, so I guess she's good enough to use a second round.